So as they take it over, we step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the carry, it's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
They're making it look. Three first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Abdullah gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 3rd down, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. The 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score Steelers 10. Vikings 6. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. For 30 more yards and another first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from the 20. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Cook, they'll try and run it. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion.
Steelers.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
15 yards. First down, Steelers.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Connor on first down going to be stopped up as he'll lose about 3.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Now on second and 13, Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout.
Brings up.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return is Osborne. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sit through.
And with the out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Breaks a tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Back at the 27.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
Fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They run, Cook. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Cook, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is...
They run it again with Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run again. This time it's a duel. And they'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but but no further than that.
The tackle made by Devin.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
4th and goal.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, it's just not.
Loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. Cook, they'll try and run it. They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Vikings 23. Steelers 10. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. 55 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
His kick is good. Makes the score Vikings 23, Steelers 17. Chris Boswell to kick.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Steelers 17.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Ball carrier.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
4 makes it 3rd and 2.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
The 26-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Vikings, first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal time.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Delvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Cook, they'll try and run it. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Steelers 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Number 30, James.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
45-yard line.
Again, it's Connor. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Cook, the ball carrier.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12. At their 49-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Finding room inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins here to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, here's Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. defense able to come up with a stop.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Ben leads to counter on the draw, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They're going to run. Here's Connor, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the